I've been MIA for about a week, but I wanted to stop in and tell you guys I had not forgotten about you. I just didn't record class 2 updates, but I'm sitting here outside of options and I will be giving you class 2 and 3 updates tonight. So stay tuned for that. But I did want to touch a little base with support and supporting people. So all the people in my life that I felt like I knew were supporting me, turns out that I feel like they're sabotaging me. I finally told my son, who lives in Japan, so he was like, okay. He's not real into emotions at all. But he finally did say, it's about time. I was waiting on this step. So he's on board. I told my mother as well, which I honestly wasn't sure if I wanted to tell her because she's always so anti-medical. But I did inform her of all the other medical conditions I have, which is why this is such a drastic move, because I need to get rid of those medical conditions. But there are a few people in my life who are like, oh yeah, I'm on board 100%, yeah, cool, but are always trying to throw salt in my routine. Everybody knows on Tuesday after work I go to options class. No ifs, ands, or buts. Don't ask me to do shit else. So what happens? I get asked to do something else. So I said, okay, great. Yeah, I can get there, but if I'm not there at exactly 6 o'clock, you know what? They're going to have to wait on me because this class is my number one priority. I will move mountains for everybody in my life that I love and care about, but when it's time to move mountains for me, nobody wants to help. So another reason why I'm taking an opportunity to do this for me, because it's my life, right? It's all about me anyway. So, anywho, class is getting ready to start. So let's go, guys. Guys, class is over. I'm home. Had dinner. Fabulous dinner. Spaghetti squash with a little bit of Alfredo sauce and some grilled chicken breast with onions and bell peppers. Oh my God, to die for. Seasoning salt was a little bit of Mrs. Dash and sea salt. Sea salt is my new go-to. Anyway, I told you guys I would let you know what was going on in my classes. So this is options from Kaiser, and this is how you get into have surgery. So last week was class 2, and the title of the class is Establishing a New Relationship with Food. I have a book here that they gave me, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking down at. And we talked about behavioral changes are important to the success of surgery. We kind of went over what we do now. Can you see that little girl right there? Just ignore her. That's my crazy little girl. And then I have one over there. She'll sleep the whole time. I'm a crazy cat lady. Anyway, we talked about what we do now and how to help with our bad habits, like not eating in front of the TV or at your desk, whether it be at work or home, so that you get your mind off of what all else is going on around you, and you focus on your food, being mindful of what you eat, how much you chew, um, enjoying the textures of the food, enjoying the way it feels in your mouth, so that you enjoy food again, not just shoveling it into your mouth because we're just used to eating. She did tell us to invest in a child's plate. So I got one of those child's plate with the portions in it, and I've been using it for about a week now, and it's been bomb because it's about this big with the portion here and here. I hope you guys can understand that. We talked about ways to help eating healthier. I've implemented protein bars because they fill me up, like when I'm at work and I need that extra boost. Instead of going to the vending machine and grabbing some chips or a candy bar. And protein bars you can buy in all different flavors. I mean, I have some that are birthday cake flavor, that are caramel flavor, that are like Snickers almost, and then I have red velvet, which is it's good to know that I won't miss out on my goody goods. Drinking your water, learning how to sip it so that you don't have that gag reflex or throw up water afterwards. She gave us a list of things that were good to eat and how to proportion them out, like proteins and vegetables, whole grains, fruits, beans, dairy, healthy oils, herbs and spices, all of that. This book is awesome. Then it goes by again emphasizing we need to lose the 10% of our starting weight, which I think y'all saw my numbers. I'm down 2.5 points. So then today's class was embracing the change. So week 3 was called embracing the change. Understanding the A's of choice and change. Changing negative beliefs to positive beliefs. Well, look at there. We had a battle for the spot. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I seen somebody jump down, and now this little one is in control. Anyway, changing attitudes throughout affirmations. Changing attitudes through affirmations. The first A is awareness. The second A is knowledge. The third one is acceptance, attitude, then actions, and alternatives. But she did write a ginormous word at the top of the board, and it was honesty. Seriously, people, honesty. Be honest with yourself about this journey, because if you're not, you're really setting yourself up to fail. You may have all the tools that you need, know how to use them, but unless you are honest with yourself, all this is for naught. I mean, honestly. That's about as far as we got, as far as in the changing attitudes and affirmations and so forth, because we do a walk or a light exercise during the class, because there are people who need to work their way up to the fit test. The fit test is what we will take at the very end of the 24-week class so that we are fit enough for the surgery. Because as we all know, we've seen it all over YouTube, doctors have told us, people have told us, after your surgery, they get you up as soon as possible to get you to walk those 15 minutes so that, one, your blood starts circulating, two, you don't pass out and die from your anesthetics, and three, you need to get your blood flowing and your body moving, because after every surgery they ask you to walk. Walking is pretty vital. So that's the end of class 2 and 3. Next week's class is reasons I often overeat. That's going to be a long one. I mean, they go on and on and on. But, and I was telling my friend that I feel like I know everything she's saying in these classes and I could teach the class. Simply because of all of you guys, people in YouTube world. I follow so many people and I watch all of your journeys. I just started watching this couple, actually this family, and she breaking it down. She had a sleeve done a few years ago. It failed her because of various different reasons. She had to end up having another surgery, not related to weight loss. So she's going in and she's having a mini bypass to pretty much kind of fix what went wrong with the first surgery, I guess. But it's pretty cool how she gets her whole family involved. Her husband sits on there with her, and I love it. I love watching them because she is getting ready to go through this revision like next week or something. May the 1st she flies down, and her surgery is on May the 2nd. She's my new favorite weight loss YouTuber because I feel like she's kind of inspiring, watching somebody who's so dedicated to put their life at risk, not once, but twice, for her health, so that she's there for her family. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe, reasons to keep moving, keep living. I'm single. I got 3 cats. My son lives in Japan. I have nieces and nephews and little cousins and aunts and uncles, but nobody here with me every day. And sometimes I feel like, what is all this for? I want to lose weight. For what? Well, maybe I'll feel better about myself. Maybe I won't feel so unhealthy. I mean, my A1C is off the charts. I'm high blood pressure. I got blood pressure medication I take every day. And I have a negative thyroid. Those are my medical conditions. My face, like all of this, my skin is disgusting because of what I've been eating. You are what you eat, and it's showing in my skin. All of these spots on my forehead and all over my face, I didn't have those before I started gaining weight. All of this, my skin tags, they say they're hereditary, but I didn't have them when I was thinner, so why do I have them now? Going through early onset menopause, the heat that my body goes through is unreal, like off the chain, amazing. So I'm hoping that all this insulation that I have now will be gone, which will help with menopause so that it doesn't kill me. Like, some days I really feel like I'm on fire from the inside, like hell lives inside of me. It's all of you who are older and are going through this, you can totally relate. But it's beating me up, and I know that losing weight will help with that. So anyway, until next time, guys, I love you guys. I have all of 4 followers, but I love you guys, so thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe, and see you next week. Love ya.